Hi, everybody. Today we are talking about why caregiving is crazy. Why sometimes the things that we do or our elderly parents do are a little irrational, maybe not thought through as well as we would have liked to. And many times that happens because we are under a lot of stress. I'm Pamela D. Wilson. My website is pameladwilson.com. On there, a lot of helpful information for caregivers and aging adults. Let's start talking about why caregiving sometimes is irrational and why sometimes the things that we do result in the opposite of what we really intend to happen. Let's look at the example of caregivers being helpful for parents or a spouse and add to that the idea of being rushed and having limited time and working full time. And you're trying to add all of these other things into your life. So what do? You might unintentionally take away things that your elderly parents can do for themselves because you can do it faster. Is that a good thing? Many times when we jump into help, we don't think about, should I be doing this? Should I not be doing this? Is this a good thing? Is it a bad thing? What are the short-term effects? What are the long-term effects? We don't really think about the long term in caregiving because we're so rushed. We just want to get it done. We want to get it done and move on because there's always something coming up next that we don't know about. So the example of taking projects away from an elderly parent, that can have the opposite effect. It can make our parents more dependent on us. It can make our parents less able to do those things. So let's use laundry as a simple example. Laundry is upstairs or it's downstairs. And you think, oh, the steps, they're too much of a risk for my parents. So I'm just going to do the laundry. Well, what are you taking away? You're taking away some physical activity. You're taking away walking. You're taking away your parents walking up and down those steps, which is physical activity. It's good for balance. It gives them something to do. Plus the act of folding and putting away clothes. It's a whole sense of self-esteem and well-being and the idea that I can do this for myself. You're taking away that from a parent by not allowing them to walk up and down the steps, when instead you might be able to do something like put in a double railing so your parents have something to hold on to when they're going up and down those steps and they still can do it safely. So in caregiving, we want to think about those types of things. And if there are what I call fixes or adjustments or things that we can do to help people still be as independent as possible. The next topic on, wow, this might be really easy to do, but we don't know what the long-term effects are, is moving an elderly parent into your home or you moving into an elderly parent's home without really talking about an exit plan for the caregiver and an exit plan for the parent. How long are you willing to live this way? Is this for the rest of your life, for the rest of your parents' life? How will it affect you and your work and your children and your income? There are so many long-term effects from doing this. But initially, our only thought is, oh my gosh, this would be so much easier if we all lived together. Would it really? Will it really? Think about that exit plan that you might want to consider before you even get into it. And then the other aspect of caregiving is many times caregiving is stressful. Our parents may not feel good. There may be a whole host of issues. And we may feel like we as the caregiver have a duty to make our parents happy. We really cannot control the happiness of another person. Can we contribute? Can we do something nice? Can we make someone feel good? Yes, we can. But overall, it's not our responsibility to make someone else happy. And I put that in the perspective of a parent who may be always negative and always miserable. Sometimes we can't change those situations because our parent has been like that for a long time. And honestly, happiness, it's up here. It's in our thoughts. It's in our actions. It's in the way that we do things. So as a caregiver, know that caregiving is crazy. There are a lot of unexpected things. We're always worrying about what's going to happen next, but we want to step back and have rational thoughts and reason and look at consequences and look at the long term so that in caregiving, we are not unintentionally causing problems that we have no idea that could happen or that could affect our future or that could make our parents more dependent, less able, take away their self-esteem, take away the fact that they still can do things, even though we may be able to do them faster. Is that always a good thing? I'm Pamela D. Wilson. Share my website, PamelaDWilson.com, with other caregivers and other aging adults. Thanks for watching. I will see you again soon in another video.